Oh, alright, so I'm gonna tell y'all why Apple lossless audio is not, and I repeat, not the reason why you guys need to switch to Apple Music. Although, don't get me wrong, it's dope, but I'm gonna be breaking down everything in this video for what you guys need to know about Apple's changes that is really coming to Apple Music and why you really should be switching over to Apple Music from Spotify. So let's go ahead and break this whole thing down. So on yesterday, right, Apple once again shook up the music industry with announcing that they will be now offering music with support for spatial audio, as well as Dolby Atmos and lossless audio at no additional cost in June, meaning zero. You ain't paying nothing extra for these features. Now, all of this is going to be released with the upcoming iOS update. So, CKid, what does all of this mean in layman's terms? Now, I'm not going to get too deep into the different codecs as well as the bit rates. All you need to know is it will be a higher bit rate music quality, which means you guys are going to be getting studio level uncompressed audio quality, which is dope. Now, as a person who has experienced and recorded in the same studio as Justin Bieber, DJ Khaled, and other major music artists, I had the chance to experience what uncompressed audio truly sounds like in its purest form, and boy, let me tell you guys, the sound is much different. Before we dive too deep into all of that, I want you guys right now, do me a favor, comment down below how many likes is on this video at the time of you guys watching it right now. So CKid, what does lossless music really mean? Not getting too technical because I'm not going down that rabbit hole, but essentially guys, it is an uncompressed version of the music that you guys hear today. Think of it as if you guys are in the studio with like a J. Cole or a DJ Khaled or whatever, and you're hearing it how they are hearing it being recorded on a $50,000 microphone and listening back to it on them $75,000 speakers. That just sounds amazing. And it's music in this rawest form without any processing and any compression of the files. Most of the music that you guys are hearing today on Spotify and other music streaming platforms are MP3 files that are compressed versions of the music that you guys get down to a reasonable file size so that it's not so big. But when they compress music, meaning shrinking the file size down, a good portion of that quality also goes away with it, which is why when you guys listen to an MP3 music file versus a vinyl record, it sounds different because most of that audio quality is retained when pressing records without getting too crazy technical over digital processor. But as dope as this feature is and will be, this is still not the #1 reason why I decided to go ahead and make the switch, because to the untrained ear, most people, if I'm being honest, won't even notice the big difference. Also, keep in mind that if you have the AirPods Max, let me get my AirPods Max. If you guys have the AirPods Max and AirPods Pro, you will not be able to experience lossless audio with these. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, at first, I was kind of like, how do you not build that into your hardware, especially when you know this feature is coming? Especially on the AirPods Max that cost $550. Trust me, y'all, I'm right there with you when it comes to the frustration of that. But in all honesty, guys, if you have an untrained ear and mind for that, yeah, you will slightly notice a difference and be like, oh, yeah, these sound good. And then you just go keep it moving. And I think Apple knows this, because for right now, I think they're focusing on the next thing, the next push that I want to tell you guys about that Apple gave us, which is where I think is going to make the big enough difference for me that I literally decided to cancel the Spotify account today. So CKid, what is the feature that actually made you make this switch to Apple Music? Easy. Spatial audio and Dolby Atmos. So a little while back, I did a video talking about spatial audio features that came to the AirPods Pro with an update and that experience to them on the AirPods Max. If you don't know what spatial audio is, it's basically Apple's 360-degree audio technology. So, CKid, it's basically just surround sound, right? Well, yes and no. Let's say you guys are watching a movie on your iPhone, right? You're Netflixing and chilling, right? Where someone is actually loudly walking on the left side of the screen. Now, if the movie allows it, with spatial audio, what it's gonna do, or you can literally turn your head to the left, and those footsteps that was coming from the left is now gonna come from straight in front of you, because this audio is literally gonna move with your head, and to me, that movement is just next level. So, CKid, what does this mean for music as we know it today? Well, think of it like this, right? Musicians, artists, producers can now really enhance your music experience and take it to a completely whole new level. For example, just by moving your head around, you will be able to hear these different instrumental sounds that you were not able to actually hear before. To me, this will forever change the way artists actually create music, producers actually produce music, because it's no longer me actually listening to the lyrics and then vibing out to that beat, but I can also experience the actual music being produced on a new level with spatial audio with that Dolby Atmos. Atmos support. To me, this is why, although lossless audio is a big deal, but I think the feature that most people will be able to notice right away more is the support for spatial audio with Dolby Atmos. And that's what it's about, right? Changing how we actually hear and experience music and experience sounds that will overall enhance our experience. Now, you will be able to experience spatial audio with Dolby Atmos support on the AirPods Pro as well as the AirPods Max. So there are no restrictions there like there are with the lossless music. Now, along with the iPhone, the latest iPad, as well as the upcoming M1 iMac as well, which that will be here on the channel really soon. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And make sure you guys are subscribed as well. Notification turned on, all of that, so you don't miss it. So if you have all of these, then it just adds to my case as to why it was a good deal for me to go ahead and make the switch. I'm hoping that we will actually see something with WWDC that's coming up next month, that we're gonna get some type of announcement from Apple saying that they are creating like proprietary cable that would allow for the AirPods Max to be able to support and experience the lossless audio, or instead of Bluetooth, maybe, you know, they're allowing the AirPods Max as well as the AirPods Pro to connect via AirPlay and somehow allow us to be able to experience that lossless music that way using like some Apple magic. Because for plane trips and road trips and different things like that, where I'm not moving around too much, I wouldn't mind necessarily plugging in to experience that audio on like a 4+ hour flight or something like that. So this to me is why I decided to go ahead and make the switch from Spotify, because to me it doesn't make sense why I should stay with Spotify paying $9.99 a month, which is the same price as Apple, and not getting that lossless audio, spatial audio support with that Dolby Atmos support for all of my Apple devices. I mean, I would be dumb to really pay that price over there when I'm not getting nearly as much with Spotify. Now, we already saw Amazon actually drop their premium price tier down to $9.99 as well to compete, which I think is smart. They actually low-key tried to slide that in there on the side yesterday, like nobody was gonna notice, but Amazon, I see you. I see you. Now, I'm also assuming that Tidal will also have to respond with the price decrease, or I would imagine that they pretty much gonna see a decline in customers when it comes to that price. Now, as much as I love the Tidal platform when I had it, to me, I just think their pricing is just way too high in my opinion. Although at the time of this video, I gotta say, since Apple Music hasn't made it official yet and actually put it out there on the platform yet, Tidal is still the best sounding platform. I just think their pricing is kind of crazy. But this is why I say it goes to show you guys that when Apple makes a change, how everyone has to meet them where they are, which is why I always say Apple is not in competition with anybody, and they're only in competition with themselves to improve and just get better, which makes me as a consumer just more attractive to want to be a part of that Apple family so much, because they are leaders in this space as well as innovators in this space. So I'm curious to what music streaming platform you guys are actually using out there. If it's obviously not Apple Music, do you guys actually plan on making that switch or not? Let me know down in the comment section below, because I'm curious on that. But yeah, so I hope I was able to answer any questions that you guys may have had. If I didn't, definitely leave them down in the description section below. I'll make sure to follow up this video answering any of you guys' questions with that. Also, don't forget to let me know how many likes is on this video at the time of you guys watching. Thanks again for watching. See y'all in the next one. Squad.